Well guys, today we are leaving this beautiful view behind me in Queenstown to head northwest of here to the Franz Josef Glacier, which we will be doing a super cool helicopter hike tomorrow. However, it is supposed to rain, so I'm hoping it doesn't get canceled. We'll see what happens. It's about a 5-hour drive to get up there, but I'm sure it's going to take us longer because we're going to see so many beautiful spots on the way. Let's do it. Let's say goodbye to beautiful Queenstown and let's head further into our New Zealand adventure. Let's go. Bye-bye Airbnb. We'll miss you. Down the thousands of steps to get to the car. Just a few minutes into the drive, literally. The fall scenery is crazy. We pulled up on the side of the road to take in some of these views of the wineries and stuff. Check it out. Nothing to hold me back. I don't think I've ever been to a country where literally everywhere the scenery is so pretty. Like I feel like in most places in the world, like there's a few set areas that are really pretty, but man, it does not stop here in New Zealand. We stopped again for some more scenic views. Check this out. We're at like the top of one of the peaks. We just spent about 30 minutes winding up the road, so let's check out and see what these views offer.
Oh, I feel so alive.
Just stopped here at Lake Hawea, which we're about an hour and a half into our drive up the northwest of Franz Josef. Let's take a look.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know.
So we just stopped at a place called Blue Holes. Take a look, it's pretty incredible. Pulling off on the road again at a place called Fantail Falls, about a 2-minute walk off the highway. So we're gonna go check it out, see what these waterfalls look like. We finally made it to the west coast of the South Island. We have a beautiful view of the ocean. Check it out. Well, we finally made it after about 8 hours to Franz Josef, which is just a little town that is just below the glacier. Tomorrow morning, we're going on our hike up to the glacier, which should be super cool. It's supposed to rain, like I said. Hopefully it works out. Fingers crossed. Drove all the way here, so hoping it works out, but if it doesn't, I guess we'll figure it out. Our Airbnb is just this cool house here. The value is really good here. I think we paid like $100 a night. Stay here. It's like a 3-bedroom house here in Franz Josef. Right now, we're gonna go get something to eat, then probably go to bed because it was a super long day tomorrow. Thanks for coming along. Let's head to bed and hike the glacier. Well guys, sometimes stuff doesn't quite work out as you plan. After 8 hours of driving yesterday, we made it to Franz Josef. Weather didn't quite cooperate. It's kind of clear behind me, but up in the hills and the mountains, it's super cloudy and stuff. So the hike got canceled, unfortunately, which kind of sucks because tomorrow they're all full as well. And if we kind of stay and wait for that, the whole trip's gonna kind of get messed up. Right now, we're about to get in a car and head to Christchurch. So this video isn't going according to plan, but we're gonna head to Christchurch. We'll be there for quite a bit. Let's get in the car, drive 5 hours, and head to Christchurch, and we'll see you there. Let's do it. Good morning from Christchurch, New Zealand. Got here last night, just walking here in the central part of the city on our way to a botanical garden. If you watched the previous couple clips, obviously everything didn't work out with Franz Josef. So we're here in Christchurch a day early, not really sure what to expect, no expectations. But the number one thing to do here is to check out the botanical gardens. So that's where we're on our way to right now to check it out. Go on a little adventure here in Christchurch, see what we can get into. All right, we made it. Let's go check it out. I feel like over the past couple videos I've become a huge botanical garden guy because I feel like in every country or city I go to lately I'm in a botanical garden, because from the Tokyo series we were in one, and then in Europe and stuff. But super cool. There's a lot of like native plant species and stuff here. Really peaceful, nice walk in the park too, so it's like a nice trail and stuff. So we just finished up at the botanical garden and grabbed a little bit of lunch, and now we're gonna hop in the car, go on about a 20-minute drive to the Christchurch gondola, which is another popular thing to do here, which I believe just takes you up to the mountains so you can see over the city. But either way, we're gonna go check it out. Let's do it. 20 minutes later, we made it to the gondola. Gonna head up to the top. up, and I think it should offer some good views. We made it to the top here, but it's extremely windy, so if it cuts my voice out, I apologize. It offers super pretty scenery out over the bay, the Pacific Ocean, and the city of Christchurch. Take a look. So we finished up the gondola of Christchurch. Pretty cool. I recommend checking it out if you have the time. Offers some pretty cool views of the city and whatnot around. We've just driven down to the beach. Actually, from the gondola we saw a pier and we were like, oh, that'd be cool. About 15-minute drive, we're down on the beach on the east side of the South Island, obviously in New Zealand, and we're gonna take a look here, walk on the beach, check out the pier and stuff. A little bit chilly, but it looks like there's some people surfing and stuff, so it should be cool. Let's check it out. Obviously with the wind and stuff, I can't even imagine how cold that water is. Oh, it gives me chills even thinking about it. Stopped for a little coffee break, and now we're gonna head back into the city here from New Brighton. We had to switch Airbnbs because we weren't anticipating being here a day early, so right now it's about 2:05. We can check in at 3, so we're gonna have to figure that situation out. I think we might go ahead and get something to eat for lunch, head back into Christchurch. So we're back in Christchurch at the Little High Eatery, which is kind of like a little like food trucky kind of food court thing where they have a bunch of different options. I got a burger, my dad got a grilled chicken sandwich, and then we got some barbecue wontons, so we're gonna see what comes out with those. But it's super cool vibe. I'll take a little video here, and if you're here, check it out. Got my burger, wontons, my dad's chicken sandwich. Good morning from day 2 here. Well, I guess technically day 3 in Christchurch. Beautiful sunny day, clear day. We are on our way right now to go eat breakfast at a place I found that looks pretty good, has really good reviews, and then plan on going on a hike on the coast. So it should be a super fun day. Let's get into it, see what we can get after in day 2 in Christchurch, New Zealand. Made it. Table at Monk's Coffee and Eatery. Just finished up some breakfast. Now we're heading back to the Airbnb to get our hiking stuff, and we're gonna head out to the coast to start a hike, but we gotta get all the stuff ready before we go. Yeah, it's like a perfect day to hike, so it should be fun. Got everything packed up. We're about to head into the car, about a 30-minute drive southeast of the city of Christchurch to start this hike. Had to put on some sunscreen because apparently there's no shade on the trail, so don't want to get sunburned, and hopefully maybe we'll stop for a Red Bull. I could use some energy before our hike. I'm a huge Red Bull fan. Either way, let's get after it. Well, we made it here to the hiking trail. I got my Red Bull, just like I said. It was a super pretty drive, so I couldn't record because I was driving all the way up the coast. It's super clear with all the water and stuff, so it should be a pretty great hike. It's all along the coast, so a little bit different than the hike we did in Queenstown, where it was like more like jungly, like foresty kind of thing. We'll see what this hike can provide for us, but beautiful day. So we walked a little bit on the coastal hike, and it actually said it's closed for maintenance, so we're walking over to the other trail. Hopefully, I'm not sure, that might be closed too, but we're gonna check it out and see what we can do. Well guys, I feel like this is one of the most biggest failures of a video that I've ever made. From the heli hike being canceled to now both trails being closed here at Taylor's Mistake Beach, just south of Christchurch. We're just kind of along for the ride, I guess, at this point. I'm still gonna post it, give you guys an idea of what Christchurch is like, but I apologize. This is the biggest fail of a YouTube video ever. So now I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but all the trails were closed here today, so we're gonna head, I guess, back into Christchurch, figure out some other stuff to do, and we'll see. So we drove about 20 minutes down farther south to a place called Lyttelton, which is a port town. It's kind of in like a little bay cruise ships and stuff come into. I'm just gonna check it out, walk around, see what we can find. Just a smaller little town south of Christchurch, so we'll see what we can get into. So behind me is the Lyttelton Harbor, which offers some super pretty views of these little islands and sailboats and stuff. We're gonna drive a little bit farther along this bay down to Governor Bay, which is like a little town down there too. Check it out. Offers some super great scenery just south of Christchurch. Hello guys, welcome back to day 3 in Christchurch. Today we are driving up north about 2 hours to a place called Hanmer Springs to check out some thermal pools and stuff and kind of see what we can get into up there. Let's go head out to the car and get after it. So we made it to Hanmer Springs here about an hour and 45 minutes later. We're just outside the thermal pools. We're about to go check in. Our appointment's at 1:10. It's 1 o'clock, so let's go check it out. So right now we just checked in. I guess we ended up getting like a private sauna room. So we're going down there to check it out first. I'm not gonna sure what I'm gonna be able to record because I have a giant camera and there's people in their bathing suits, so it's kind of weird if I just record people, but I'll record what I can. Well guys, we just finished up at the hot springs. I recommend if you're in Christchurch to make the quick drive up here. A really good day trip to do. We spent like probably over a little bit, like under 2 hours there. There's like a ton of pools and stuff you can go to at different temperatures, and then we paid for like the sauna steam kind of thing. And you could also book a massage and stuff, but it's a super easy day trip from Christchurch. If you are around Christchurch and need something to do, I recommend coming up here to the springs and checking it out. Well guys, good morning to you from Christchurch. This is going to be our last day, well technically last few minutes here, before we head up to Picton to take the ferry from the South Island to the North Island to Wellington, and then an 8-hour drive tomorrow from Wellington up to Auckland. Let's start another New Zealand road trip. 4 hours later, we made it here to Picton. We're at the vehicle check-in to get on the ferry. Hoping it goes routine. It's a lot less busy than I thought. There's not as many vehicles, but again, it's in the fall here right now, so peak season it might be different. So we have been sitting here for about 30 minutes and just a huge line of cars, but I think it's finally starting to move to get on board the ship. So guys, we parked the car, we made it on board. The ship is way bigger than I thought. I mean, I knew it was big, but there's a ton of stuff to do, like cafe, movie theater, stuff like that. It's about a 3.5-hour journey from Picton over to Wellington, so the view should be pretty insane as well. Take a look at what we're looking at here in the bay. So when you're on the website to book tickets, you can book a cabin for yourself. So we got a little 2-bedroom cabin. It's pretty cool. You can rest and stuff, especially because it's about 3.5 hours, but pretty sure the ship keeps going up all and down the North Island. So if you're on it for longer, it might be more beneficial, but I'll give you guys a quick tour. 2 beds, and then they give you some towels and stuff. Toilet paper, a little soap with a kiwi on it. And then a cool view out the window. Even though it's kind of dirty. Bathroom here. A little bit old, but definitely does the job. Alright guys, we're finally moving. Let's go explore the ship a little bit, shall we? We're on the 8th floor right now, and they have a bunch of like different food options, kind of like a little food court, and then a sitting area so you can kind of see outside while you eat. It's pretty cool. Check it out. We both got some buttered chicken and water. You hungry?
Yes, sir.
So we just slept for about 2.5 hours. We are just approaching Wellington. Smooth crossing of the Cook Strait compared to what it usually can be. I know it can get kind of nasty, so it was pretty smooth. We're gonna go get a coffee before we get back in the car and we check into our place in Wellington. So super excited to check out Wellington. We made it to Wellington, heading back to the car right now, and we're gonna drive off the ship. Well guys, we finally made it to Wellington. I have to say, being here in the first 5 minutes, I've only been here for a little bit, and I really like the vibe of the city from what I've seen. We're gonna go out tonight and explore a little bit. Let me give you a little hotel room view. We're only here for a night, so we're staying at a hotel. We're staying at the Intercontinental Wellington. I'm doing full hotel reviews and airline reviews on my TikTok at Wheels Up Garrett. Please go follow me there if you want to see that. I don't really do that for YouTube. Quick little room tour. Let's get into it. So we got the entrance over there, bed, everything pretty standard. I have a harbor view, but it's kind of like pitch black out, so we'll check that out in the morning. TV, this little coffee area, robe, ironing board, the shower, which looks really nice. I'm excited to try that out. And then just a sink and toilet and another robe. That's really it. So right now I'm gonna head up to my dad's room and see what he's up to because we're about to head to dinner. Let's go check it out. Let's go spy on him. See what he's up to. Of course they put him on a higher floor. Come on, I'm on 7, he's on 8. I'm just kidding. I don't really care. All right, we're heading to 816 this way.
What's up, bro?
What are you up to?
Nothing, just got the new room. It's nice, they hooked me up.
You ready to go eat?
Yeah, I'm starving. How about you?
Heck yeah. So his original room was next to the elevators and everyone was being loud, so he had to go get a new room because it is kind of a noisy hotel, to be honest. I had to switch up, but we're gonna head down to the little like river, or I guess more ocean walk here in Wellington and see if we can get something to eat, check it out, and go from there. So for those of you that don't know, Auckland is actually not the capital of New Zealand, it's Wellington. So we definitely wanted to say we could at least have been to the capital. A lot of people are like, don't come here, but from what I've seen, I really like it. So we're gonna check it out, go on a little walk here about 7 p.m. and see what we can do. It's Saturday night, so might as well. Man, that place is proper popping off. Red Hot Katina and taco joint. Well, if you're looking for nightlife, I don't know if Wellington's the place for you. We're out on a Saturday night. Not much going on. Super nice town though, super clean and a lot of good scenery here on the harbor, but it doesn't seem, I very well could be not in the party central, but from where we're at, it's pretty quiet. In a lot of ways, it kind of reminds me a lot of Hong Kong. People might think I'm insane for saying that, but like being on the harbor like it is, and then it kind of builds back into a little bit of like mountainous kind of stuff. It gives me like Hong Kong vibes, but either way, we're gonna head back to the hotel right now, crash, and hopefully see some stuff before tomorrow driving up to Auckland, which is gonna be an 8-hour drive. Super long day. Wellington, you're nice. I really like it here. Beautiful city. Good morning, guys, from Wellington, about to hit the road, go get in the car. We're driving first 5 hours to a glowworm cave, which to me seems a little bit cheesy, but we figure we might as well do it on our way up to Auckland. But before we do that, we're gonna go hit a viewpoint here in Wellington to get a cool little view of the city before we head out on our New Zealand adventure up to Auckland. Let's go. We made it to a place called Mount Victoria Lookout Point. Another reason why this place reminds me of Hong Kong is because of Victoria Peak in Hong Kong. However, take a look at the views, super pretty. You can actually see the airport from where we're at, which is super cool. Check it out. Wellington, you've been fun, but let's head up north to Auckland. Well, we just stopped here. We're about 3 hours into our 5-hour drive to the glowworm cave. So I guess we're about 7 hours from Auckland. Almost there. The drive's getting a little bit brutal. We've been driving pretty much non-stop since we left Christchurch yesterday. We're about 2.5 hours, like I said, outside of the glowworm cave. The scenery's pretty, but we definitely just want to get there at this point. Stretching our legs a little bit at a scenic outlook. Let's go check it out and see what we can find over here. About an hour out of the glowworm cave. We finally made it 5.5 hours later to the glowworm cave. We're gonna go check it out. We bought our tickets online, which I think is gonna be a good move because we didn't have to stop or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be cheesy, but we'll see. Maybe it'll impress me. Check it out.
We want the worms. We want the worm.
Well, we just finished up the glowworm cave. You can't record in there, unfortunately, which I kind of figured was gonna happen. However, I didn't think it was super bad compared to I thought it was gonna be really cheesy. I would definitely recommend going if you're here in New Zealand. I thought it was really cool. It's only like a 45-minute tour, so it happens super fast. So I definitely recommend checking it out if you get the chance. Well, guys, it is the next morning. We made it here to Auckland. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this disaster of a video. From Queenstown to the Franz Josef hike not working out. Tried to make the best of it. I'm gonna say goodbye to you from Auckland, New Zealand from this video. Catch the next one. Spending a few days in Auckland. So hopefully everything goes more according to plan. However, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining me. See you later. Bye. So we just stopped at a place called Blue Holes. Take a look. Didn't super cool. Just finished. Well, guys, we just finished up at the glacier pools. What are they called?
Hanmar.
No, like
Hot Springs.
Hot Springs. So when you have the
Fire of light and Blueback will be screening in approximately 5 minutes' time. Those passengers who are currently holding tickets, please make your way
here on on the observation. It's classic. Right now I am on the 10th floor, or